Welcome to Podcast Name, where we delve into the intriguing world of cybersecurity to explore the ever-evolving threats, cutting-edge solutions, and compelling stories behind the protection of our digital lives. We have important updates regarding potential vulnerabilities in various Adobe software, which may, if left unpatched, lead to data breaches or system exploits. Adobe has acknowledged a vulnerability in its Experience Manager IM cloud service, which could expose the service to a cross-site scripting attack. Users are encouraged to take immediate measures to safeguard their systems. In addition, Adobe Cold Fusion has been targeted by threat actors exploiting a critical vulnerability. This has resulted in several security breaches among federal agencies. The scope of the damage is still under review, but this incident highlights the necessity of regular software updates and stringent data security. We also have an alert regarding Adobe Substance 3D Sampler, which has a vulnerability that could lead to a buffer overflow. Users are strongly recommended to apply a patch to avoid potential exploitation. Stay connected for more updates and advice concerning Adobe software vulnerabilities. Apple is proactively enhancing security measures for its users, introducing new features and patching vulnerabilities across devices. A new feature is being beta tested for iPhone users named Stolen Device Protection. This feature aims to fortify the security of personal and financial information stored on stolen iPhones by requiring biometric authentication for specific actions. Its addition in an upcoming iOS update enhances the overall security measures against iPhone theft. Apple is also confronting impersonation issues on its messaging service, iMessage. They've introduced a feature called contact key verification, aimed at identifying and preventing impersonators. This provides users confidence in the communications they have on the platform due to an increased level of authenticity. Apple is vigilantly identifying and addressing security vulnerabilities within its operating systems. A significant vulnerability discovered in Apple macOS allows for potential unauthorized access via remote code execution through the file handler component. Another serious vulnerability identified in Apple tvOS exposes kernel memory information, a rich target for attackers seeking to exploit sensitive information. Additionally, a vulnerability has been discovered in iOS and iPadOS, which attackers can exploit to cause denial of service through a code block in the image handler component. In conclusion, Apple is enhancing the security of its devices and user data. The new Stolen Device Protection feature mitigates theft risks, and the contact key verification feature minimizes impersonation on iMessage. Plus, the ongoing patching of vulnerabilities underlines Apple's commitment to strengthening its software security. In the latest Microsoft news, there are a number of important security vulnerabilities and updates to note. There is a critical vulnerability in the Microsoft Windows BIOS Server 2022-23H2 Internet connection sharing and another in the Microsoft Windows kernel. The former allows for remote code execution and should be addressed quickly, while the latter enables local privilege escalation. While there is currently no exploit available for the vulnerability in the Windows kernel, it is strongly advised to apply the necessary patches to mitigate these threats. Microsoft has recently made a significant change in its security organization in response to a hack linked to the Chinese government. This strategic shift is designed to strengthen defenses against future intrusions and reinforce global cybersecurity efforts. Further, there is a cross-site scripting vulnerability in Microsoft Dynamics 365. To safeguard against potential attacks, it is recommended to apply the relevant patches. In partnership news, the Oman Cyber Defense Center is preparing to join Microsoft's government security program. This collaborative endeavor is expected to enhance cyber defenses and make contributions to global cybersecurity initiatives. The December 2023 Patch Tuesday has addressed a number of significant vulnerabilities. Specifically, there are critical flaws relate to remote code execution in MS-HTML and industrial control systems, ICS, which users should address immediately by updating their systems. It's notable that fewer patches were released on this month. Finally, if you're considering Microsoft Sentinel for your cybersecurity needs, be aware of the total cost of ownership. While Sentinel offers certain benefits, evaluating the full expenses is crucial for informed decision-making. That concludes our roundup of today's Microsoft news. Stay connected for further updates. Sony, the parent company of renowned game developer Insomniac Games, is currently addressing an alleged ransomware attack on the developer. Insomniac Games, known for their highly acclaimed Spider-Man series, appears to have been targeted by a hacking group identified as Resida. It is reported that Resida has taken responsibility for the attack and is threatening to sell the compromised data unless they receive a ransom of $2 million in Bitcoin. In response to this threat, Sony has initiated an investigation, including a comprehensive review of any potential breaches involving employee data. This breach is particularly troubling as Insomniac Games is about to launch their highly anticipated Wolverine game. The consequences of the hack could indeed impede the development and release of such a pivotal title. In the modern digital landscape, incidents of security breaches are an unfortunate but real threat. Therefore, it is crucial to maintain consistent vigilance in protecting valuable data. As the investigation by Sony continues, both Insomniac Games and its dedicated community look forward to any updates on the outcome, hoping for a quick and successful resolution to this unsettling scenario. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Cyber Chat, where we discuss the ever-evolving world of cybersecurity and explored how to navigate these digital waters safely.